Hello, happy, what is it, March 15th? I'm sorry, it took me a little longer to get back to you than I'd like, but boy, goodness, there's a lot of stuff been happening. Um, I went back to the surgeon, and his name is Dr. Nielsen, and Dr. Veendahl is his assistant, who is just my angel. They're actually both angels. I adore them so much, and I can't really even express to you oh, actually, I can't express to you how much I love. When I went there, first of all, he said that he was very proud of me and that I was healing really well, and that he has no notes. He was very excited for my progress. Um, but I want to show you this before I forget. He's like, Christy, I have a present for you. And I was like, what? I thought it'd be like a pen from the hospital or something. But no, it was this. Can you see? I'll show you what it is. Oh, I didn't do it right. Oh no. Okay. It was this. He said, I thought you would like that. And I was like, you thought right. I will have this as long as I have my hip. And this hip is supposed to last me for 40 or 50 years. So we're going to hold on to this because what a wonderful thing to have somebody just kind of be able to clock your vibe. And so this was just such a precious gift to get from him. It call me sentimental, but having a hip installed by somebody I care so much about. Every time my hip doesn't hurt and I realize it, I remember who did it. And I remember that Sean was the person who put the incision, like closed me up. And that they worked really hard to make sure that, my legs are in the same like length. And I literally, you could tell me that somebody snapped their fingers and like magically a hip appeared that was fine. And I would believe you because I've had no problems with it. Emotionally, it was more difficult because it was like trying to remind myself that every time I step, it's not going to hurt. Like, I'm only just now kind of getting into the thing where I don't think before I step. And I think it's important that I think before I step because I still do have all the stuff in the way. And the funny thing about all the skin, um, even when people are around me, they don't understand like really what's going on. And maybe that's a good thing because it makes it less something for me to be maybe a little self-conscious about. But like I have a wonderful physical therapist who we're done with inpatient therapy, so we're all done with that. But when he was here, he would tell me like, okay, we want you to try and do this. And I'd be like, I'm not telling you I can't because I don't want to. I'm telling you I can't because I have like a limitation. And so what I did is I took all of my stuff, all the skin, and I moved it so it was behind my legs. And I put my feet together and I was able to walk normally. And for me, that was, first of all, a really big deal. But I said, okay, feel, what's in the way. And he was like, oh, it's really not just skin. It's like, it's really in the way. I said, yeah. And so it became kind of a thing of, we're doing as much as we can with where we are. And now that I know that I can pay attention to how I walk, and if I don't like tense and like squeeze my legs too much, I can kind of walk a bit more fluidly, which I can't even express to you how amazing that is. But if I do tense up, I do tend to limp because I'm kind of moving the skin out of the way when I walk. It's like I'm fighting my body quite literally. Um, but I'm working on it. I have kind of a little John Wayne walk, and it seems to work pretty well. Um, Last week I went to a new church. I wanted to go and check it out, and when I got home, I had walked 7,000 steps because it's a big building. And when I went in, they have like an incline, like a movie theater or decline. There would have been no way I would have gone down that before my hip was fixed. I would have sat in the back. But this time I went and I sat in the third row and I walked up to the ladies' room and I came back and I just like got to enjoy myself in a public place and like not have to worry about pain. And like I was still, being careful because I don't want to fall over. But like I don't really need my cane. I just bring it with me for if I do get a little off balance. But a lot of the times I'm just kind of holding it up like, look, I have a cane. So we're doing really well. I had my last appointment with my occupational therapist yesterday, and she was saying that, I've accomplished all my goals. The only thing we couldn't do was the flat sitting on the ground because I can't flat sit yet. I don't have a flat body. But we did get up and down off the floor multiple times. So I do know that, heaven forbid, if I were to fall, which I'm not going to, but if I were, I could get up and that's no problem. So yeah, things are just really good. And I also have to tell you, like, my brother took me out for my birthday. My birthday's not till the 20th, but he has a really difficult schedule. And so he was able to come and see me for my birthday. And we went out to an Irish pub because remember last year when we wanted to go and we got there too early and they were like, yeah, we don't serve food, we just serve beer. And we were like, well, we want food. What is this hair doing? There we go. Um, so this year we decided to go and I looked ahead and they had a breakfast menu. And so that says, they're going to have food. And when we got there, the girl was super nice and she said, I'll take you to my favorite section. And I said, okay, I'm going to go to Liddy's room and I'll come back. And my brother came to pick me up. He's like, her favorite section is on the other side of the restaurant. And in the past, that would have been like, oh, maybe we could ask to sit somewhere else. But this time it was like, okay. And we walked all the way back to the end of the restaurant and it was up cozy against all these bookshelves and right by the window and it was just so nice and like all of the loud like sports stuff from the bar didn't get through because it was covered by the wall and we just got to have like this lovely quiet little like it wasn't quite brunch, wasn't quite dinner, like right in between and just not walking around in pain. And there was a moment where I was like, it's really nice out. Maybe we could go to the zoo, but I wasn't brave enough to go just yet. I kind of want to go by myself so that if it is slow and I'm just kind of like, I want to sit for as long as I want to sit, I'm not like forcing somebody to like be there with me the whole time. Um, so we're working up to that. But it has been gorgeous. Like it was like 70 degrees yesterday. It's bonkers. It's March. It is March. And for people who deal in Celsius, just trust me when I say it was never 70 degrees in March. So, um, but yeah, he got me a birthday card with the little dandelions on it, and he wrote me like a really nice message. And my friend Danielle sent me flowers, and I feel like this is gonna sound silly, but I feel like such a grown up. You know how grown ups at Christmas have like the Christmas cards that they can line up? I never did that. And so I feel like I have like a little Christmas card lineup. So I don't know. It's the little things, but it's not little. Like having people that love you is so nice. And I mean, I always had people that love me, but I'm always grateful. And so if you love me, thank you. I love you back. Oh, and I had, oh gosh, there's just been so much. I have an appointment on the 28th to go to the plastic surgeon, and we're going to see what the plan's going to be for the skin removal. I'm kind of hoping that they'll either want to do a liposuction of the legs, just to give me a little bit more room to be able to walk. It's a big surgery. It's not just the skin. I don't know if I've told you this before, but there's a part like when you have um, like the stomach moves down, it becomes like the muscles get elongated, and so they have to cut the muscles and then reattach them. Um, and that is the part that is a little bit more painful because if you've ever overworked a muscle, this is going to be intentionally severing that muscle and putting it back together. So that's going to be a little bit more of a serious surgery. Plus, I have the hernia in there. We got to get rid of that, and there's a lot to be done. But I'm just gonna, talk to the doctors, and I'm a little bit more versed in having had surgery now, so I'll be able to ask better questions and advocate for myself as well as possible, make sure the right person ends up doing it. And so I'm really excited. It's going to be really, really cool. And I've been working on my business, and that's going to be something that it's going to take a little while to build, but I'm really excited to get to like comfort and help people and eventually, get my certification to be a therapist. I think that would be just the most wonderful thing. It's just such a wonderful honor to get to be a source of comfort for people. So be on the lookout. I'm going to be making kind of like just encouraging and relaxing like YouTube content. It'll be under Sweetzness instead of here because I don't want to, hijack why you're actually here. But yeah, I want to make some encouraging content just for people to see. But if they want like one-on-one chats or like a recorded thing, like a cameo or a personal audio, they can have it. But Yeah, I'm excited to start giving back to the world after so much has been given to me. I'm just so grateful. And I really don't know how to express it. I really don't. So, yeah, that's a bit of the upload, the download of what's been going on. But things are really good. And I'm excited. I'm gonna be 46 next week. This week, Thursday. 46. That's that's past the middle of 40. That's getting near 50. And I can tell you underneath this hair, I know it. I got gray growing in like you wouldn't believe. It's a lot of wisdom under there. Um, I'm excited for it though. Not to be melodramatic, but there was a time I very seriously didn't think I was going to live to see 42. And here we are. So, gosh, can you imagine all of the things that are coming? Oh, I'm very excited. But I love you so much. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. I'm gonna be working. I'll give you the link for. There's nothing there yet, but I have the Sweetzness thing. If you want to look at it, I'll send you over to it. Um, it has one of the best things about creating something that's just yours is you get to make it however you want. And so making cool butterfly pictures has been like my joy. So you're gonna just expect a lot of sparkly pictures and whimsical butterflies and content that will be encouraging. Yeah, I'm excited. We'll see what happens. But I'm gonna go. I don't want to keep you too long. But I love you so much. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.